The Coleman Santa Fe pop-up camper, and a lot of the tools are stored just right down here, so the camper will give you this key and go for the tools right down here. And the biggest thing you'll need is this crank, and you take it around to the back, and really you can just start going for it. So here, there's the the cranking knob right there. You just insert it, and once that's all ready to go, you make sure to double check, which I just didn't, that there's all 4 locks in every corner, that they're all folded down and popped up. And so you just want to crank it clockwise until it goes all the way up, and it'll lock into place. Alright, so once you have it cranked all the way up, you can go ahead and pull the crank out and put it, I always like to put it right back in the container so that you don't, be sure not to lose it, and then you just check the fabric, make sure everything's in order. And once the fabric's good to go, there's a slide out on either side, and so you can just go ahead and reach on under. And if you peel up a little bit, there's these 2 handles that you can pull by, and both sides just slide right on out. So once you have both slide outs out, this is a step that's easy to forget, but it's very important to remember. And that's underneath, there's going to be 2 arms on both sides, and they just pop right down, and then you set them down on the little notch that's pretty obvious. And then you're going to lift up on the bottom and push, push, push until it's locked into place. And it's pretty self-explanatory, and you'll know when it's locked because it'll be nice and sturdy. Once you have the bed set up, this is the door and the step. So the same key that unlocks the bottom unlocks this door, and it pops open, it twists, and then the whole door folds down right into a step. Once you're inside, you'll find a few pieces, but the first thing to get yourself some space is you'll grab this bar and go ahead and lift the cooktop and the sink right up into place, and it just sits down into place. Also inside are 2 of these white bars. There's a long one and a short one, and it's pretty obvious there's a twin bed and a full bed and a queen size bed. And so what I do is you just go ahead, and there's a bar right up underneath, and you start pushing the bar up, and there's a spot between 2 screws where you put the end of the bar, and you push it, and the bar holds it all the way up into place, and then you hook the bar right up under the hook in the ceiling. So this is a bed, it's a sleeping area, but it's also a kitchen table, and so the cushions come up and they slide into place, so you can pull them all out of the way. And the table here has legs, so you just pop those legs out, pop them into place, and to keep the backrest in place, the backrests go down behind the seat, just like that, and so it's a kitchen table. Once the camper's up and the slide outs are set up, you can also go ahead and set up the touch screen door. And so there's a little plug right here, right next to the doorway, that you just move out of the way to free it up. And there are 2 push pin sort of holders that hold it up here in the ceiling. And so once it's up, you go ahead and slide it out of its bracket and let it down nice and gently. And there are these tracks up here along the ceiling that are going to allow it to slide really nice right into place. And you place the bottom of the door in first to lock the bottom in, and you just go ahead and push this up so the Velcro lines up with the doors. And there are 2 nice little spots where these metal clips can go ahead and push and hold the top of the door in. And once the top of the door's in, you're all set. The door opens right up. All the way around on both beds are these bungee cords that go into these little hooks, and those go ahead and attach the side of the canvas so that there's not just a hole to the bed. Once you get your spot set up, there are 4 leveling cranks on each corner of the unit. That the same crank you use to lift it, it just slides right onto, and the leveling cranks slide down. I like to use a leveling app on my phone. There's like a level app, and so you can get it nice and level in your camp spot. All right, after you park the unit and you're set up, it's time to go ahead and hook up the electrical and turn on the gas. The gas tanks are both right up here. They should be nice and full, and you can go ahead and open them both up just by cranking them counterclockwise. And then right under this cover of the battery, there's the cord comes right out of the container and clips right in to the power source, the plug right there. Put the cover back on for storage, and you're good to go. It's important, oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
It's important to make sure that you turn the gas off and unplug the electrical before you start rolling again when you pack it up. Once the gas is hooked up, you've got your cooktop available. It just folds right up. And you can use the lighter that's right in this drawer, and you just turn the gas on and fire the burners up. When you pick it up, the tank will be nice and full of water. You can just turn on. Right behind the seat cushion is the switch for the water pump. and then your faucets will work. And the furnace is really easy. It's all controlled by a thermostat. So the furnace unit is here, which was where the heat will come off once the gas is turned on. And all you have to do to fire it up is to turn on the thermostat right here under the table. And so just set it to your desired temperature and you're good to go.